Hi, it's Kim from Doja Psychological Services here. And I don't know about you, but with the weather being what it was this year and just the continuation of COVID and everything, I'm feeling like a little bit like one of those animals that wants to go to their den and just hide away and, you know, take care of myself, lick my wounds, and hopefully be able to come out fighting for a new day. And so this got me thinking, strangely, about a book I read a while ago, and it's called The Year of Living Danishly, not dangerously, The Year of Living Danishly by Helen Russell. And what it is it's a book about a journalist whose husband gets his dream job at the Lego factory. And so they have to decide, Cooper, that's the camera. Can you just wait a minute, please? Thank you. They have to decide whether they're going to move to Denmark. And so she decides to chronicle their year there. And each chapter is a month. And she really explores the Danish culture. And so this is kind of what we're going to be talking about today, is how to create this concept of Hygge, which is the Hygge word, how to create that concept of Hygge and what she learned in a way that is trauma informed. So again, it's Kim with Doja Psychological Services, and thank you for joining me with this video. So this book really hooked me because it really talks about simple ways that we can heal ourselves, really, in a way that North America doesn't typically acknowledge. So the concept of Hygge dates back to about the 1800s, which is noted from afar.com. And it's basically about there's different components to Hygge. And it is atmosphere, presence, the ability to stay mindful in the moment, which I'm not always great at, pleasure, gratitude, comfort, and togetherness. So togetherness is something that we've been lacking as part of COVID, but I think that we can tackle some of the other things. And this is practiced year round, and it's actually practiced in all Scandinavian countries. Cooper is not happy with me doing this video at the moment. So again, just bear with me. Coop, it's okay, bud. I know this is the first time you're seeing me do this. It's gonna be okay. Good boy. And, you know, this is part of Hygge. Coop makes me happy, so I'm going to be patient and and I'll let you enjoy as he sings to you. But basically this happens in all of the Scandinavian countries, and they are typically ranked among the happiest in the world. So I think we could learn a lot from them. Now, afar.com and the author of this article does point out that people in Scandinavian countries may have a little bit more freedom to feel this way and practice this way, because typically Nordic countries make sure that the basic needs of their citizens are met. So what that means is that they have free university education, social security, universal health care, and paid family leave. So they pay out the nose for taxes for that, but you can see how that can change the opportunity to kind of explore this freedom and lifestyle. With that said, though, I do think that there are concepts that we can apply. As another author notes, it's a really practical way of creating sanctuary. Hygge is a really practical way of creating sanctuary in the middle of a very real life. And this is what we're faced with right now. People are being triggered like crazy. We've been stuck in this COVID reality for what feels like forever, and it's taking its toll on people. So we have to find a way that we can heal ourselves, and especially those of us that already had pre-existing trauma. So anyway, back to the good stuff. Hygge is not about having more stuff. It's about how it feels. So it could be anything. It could be really enjoying the peacefulness of a hot cup of coffee in the morning. Coffee, whatever. But, people really love coffee. Or for me, it's cuddling with Cooper in the morning. This morning, he just laid his head on my shoulder, and we just took a couple extra minutes in bed and just enjoyed that moment. It could be walking out in nature and hearing the crunch of the snow, or if it's summertime, actually enjoying the warmth and turning your face towards the sun and letting yourself feel that. For me, I'm very tactile, so my office is full of different textures and things that are soft and just cozy. It could be like a favorite pair of reading socks, those really thick, comfy ones that are almost like slippers. Any of that could be hygge. It could be, if you have kids, they do something silly and you end up cracking up. Rachel pointed out in our newsletter that for her, it's looking at pictures of beagle puppies. Anything can be hygge. It's about practicing the setting the atmosphere, being completely in the moment, and being grateful, and letting ourselves pause enough to experience the pleasure of hygge. Now, why am I talking about this? Well, Bessel van der Kolk, who is one of the preeminent researchers of trauma, is quoted as saying, when you heal trauma, you heal the nervous system. And when you heal the nervous system, you heal the emotional body. And when you heal the emotional body, you heal the empathetic body. And that results in lasting healing, because then from there, your reality can change. And so part of being able to heal trauma is to take care of ourselves, to nurture ourselves, to allow ourselves to put down our armor. And hygge is a great way of creating our spaces so that they feel safe and nurturing and rejuvenative. Wow, is that even a word? Rejuvenating. But it is about that feeling. It's not about the stuff. So I challenge you to find one way to bring hygge into your life. It might be noticing the cool way that they do the foam whip on top of your coffee. I don't know how they do that. That's amazing. It could be taking up a new hobby like photography or painting, or doing paint by numbers, even doing something that you used to love as a child. It could be just relaxing in a hot bath, or wrapping up in your favorite blanket with a great book. It could just be letting yourself breathe and notice the moment. So I challenge you to find one way to hygge, and I would love it if you would share it either in the comments or on our Facebook page, or I think you can share it on Instagram. But anyway, I'm babbling now. Thank you for bearing with me through the distractions of my lovely puppy, who is now experiencing hygge by tearing up a ball. See, they enjoy the simple things. So thank you for bearing with me through those distractions. And as always, for tuning in. If you need anything, please contact us. It's 780-446-0300, or through our website at dochespsych.com. And until next time, please take care of yourself and nurture yourself. Bye for now.